Today is the first Sunday of Lent Cycle C. In today's Gospel, Jesus is tempted by the devil, who tries but fails to confuse Jesus about his mission to do the will of his Father. The salvation of humanity through humble obedience. Jesus will continue to trust his Father even when he faces death. After his baptism, when he was proclaimed the beloved Son of his Father, Jesus goes into the desert, a place associated with wild beasts and demons, to fast and to pray. Unlike the people of Israel, who during their journey of conversion in the desert failed every time God tested them, Jesus will emerge from the desert victorious over the devil. The cunning servant always attacks our weaknesses. Therefore, it is very important to know one's weaknesses. What can cause me to compromise my values and sin? Money, lust, power, alcohol, drugs that alter the mind. Jesus is very hungry, as he had been fasting for 40 days. Therefore, the devil asked him to turn stones into bread. He also tests Jesus' pride as he mocks him with the phrase, if you are the Son of God. Jesus ignored the remark and asked him to prove the remark that asked him to prove he was the Son of God. We should do likewise if someone challenges us to do something foolish, immoral, or illegal to prove that we are worthy to join their group or can fulfill their idea of manhood or womanhood. Jesus reminds the devil, one does not live by bread alone. Food is needed to nourish and sustain our physical life. But we also need to be nourished spiritually if we desire everlasting life. The desire for power and glory have caused many good Christians to compromise their values, ignore God's teaching, and turn their backs to God. Prostitution destroys a person's self-worth. The sale and distribution of illegal drugs do serious harm to the users, and the drug dealers use deadly violence to maintain their turf. Ponzi schemes rob the innocent. Defrauding the government reduces the funds available to help others or to be used to benefit the community as a whole. The worship of power, fame, and wealth separate us from God and make us selfish. The worship of God makes us willing to serve him as God and to serve our suffering brothers and sisters. It is good to be familiar with the scriptures, as a verse can be quoted out of context to make a false argument. Even the devil knows scripture to tempt Jesus to engage in reckless and prideful behavior. He again mocks Jesus. If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down from this high place, because the written scriptures, the angel will catch you even if you trip upon a stone. Jesus' answer is that we have to be responsible with our words and actions, and not expect God to rescue us when we willfully and knowingly place ourselves in physical danger. The devil, having failed to entice Jesus to follow his ways, departed from him for a time. The devil would reappear when Jesus is most vulnerable, during his agony in the garden. Jesus' anxiety was so high, he was sweating drops of blood. He asked his Father to take away the cup of suffering that he was asked to drink. The devil probably told Jesus he did not have to carry out his mission because it was an unreasonable task. However, Jesus told his Father, "Not my will, but your will be done." The devil is relentless in his pursuit to trap souls. He does not give up easily. We may have survived a period of temptation, but that does not mean he will not return when we are vulnerable, when we are depressed, sad, and lonely. Therefore, when we are depressed, sad, and lonely, we need to pray more often.